Hey guys, Jim K from StairwayToVideo.com with another one of my video tips. Today I've got the SENAL 18RL handheld interview microphone. I've got a Sennheiser EW100 wireless transmitter on the bottom of it, just trying to see how it sounds. So if you'd like to see more about this, come on, let's get started. Okay, let's get right into this. Again, this is a SENAL ENG-18RL. It's a dynamic microphone, a dynamic handheld microphone. The thing that's so amazing about this too is it's very, very lightweight. It only weighs about 4.8 ounces. In fact, right now I've just got it plugged into this Sennheiser wireless transmitter, if you can see it. So it's a Sennheiser SKB100, I think that's the model number of it. It's just easy to use, easy to swing. In fact, if you hang on to the bottom where the transmitter is, you can just swing it over like this to interview somebody and back. The other thing I like about it is when I plug in this Sennheiser wireless transmitter, the bottom of this microphone is cupped, and there's a little tang at the bottom of the top of this Sennheiser that clips right into there, so it makes it so you can't pull it apart. Some microphones don't have that option. They're just smooth inside, and that little tang doesn't catch in the bottom of it and keep it from falling off. It's a great feature that they built into this SENAL microphone. Right now I've got this thing wirelessly going into a Canon 60D with another Sennheiser receiver on the other end, plugging right into the microphone input. So let's do a couple of microphone sound tests. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Sound check, 1, 2. Sound check, 1, 2, 3. And let's give it about 5 seconds of silence. Okay, so what did you think about the sound? Just to let you know, I've got a clothes washing machine running down the hall here. That's the one great thing about having a dynamic microphone is they filter out the sound, and all they do is they just grab the sound that's right in front of this microphone. And from time to time, my heating system kicks on and off, and it just filters all that right out. So let's try this. Let's take an XLR cable and plug it into here, and we won't do it wireless this time. Again, we're doing it wireless at the moment. I've got no wires, just this transmitter. So let's try that right now. Okay, now I've got it plugged into an XLR cable, and that cable is going into the Canon 60D by way of an iRig preamplifier, and then plugged right into the microphone port. So how does this sound? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. And now let's give it 5 seconds of silence. So how do you think this sounds? Not bad, huh? The only downside with this microphone is the fact that it has a lot of handling noise. So if I move my hand around, try to readjust, it's got some pretty bad handling noise. So I'm guessing it's not as isolated as some of the other microphones, like when I did the Audio-Technica AT8004L. That's got a pretty good isolation system inside of it. And then also I have an Electro-Voice handheld microphone, and that one is very isolated. So I don't think it's too bad. So again, this is plugged in to the camera with an XLR cable like this, and then the cable's going into a cheap preamplifier called an iRig Pre. I've talked about that in my other videos. In fact, I'll put a link right up in the description here showing about plugging into a cheap iRig Pre or a cheap preamplifier, and then doing what's called gain staging to get good audio out of your camera. So let's go back to plugging it into the wireless setup, and then we'll finish off this little video. Okay, now we're back to doing this wirelessly. When I went back to edit this video, I noticed that for sure the wireless setup sounded a lot better. It was brighter, it was stronger, it just sounded a lot better than doing it with the XLR cable. I don't know why that is, but maybe it's because the Sennheiser has better preamps built into it than the iRig Pre. I don't know. All I know is it sounded a lot better. So anyway, if you want to do this wirelessly, it's going to cost you a lot more money than just if you wanted to hook it up with an XLR cable and with a cheap preamp going into the back of the Canon. So everything that I talked about will be down in the show notes down below. There'll be links down there if you want to check out more information on those items. So anyway, thanks again for watching. If you like this, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. So anyway, we'll see you in the next video.